Hollywood's biggest stars, larger-than-life roles, and the promise of fame and fortune. But not every actor leaps at the opportunity to take on iconic roles. Let's watch this video on 10 actors who were too scared to accept movie roles. But before that, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Let's start from number 10. Josh Hartnett. At just 22, Josh Hartnett was at the peak of his career. But when he was offered roles in Superman Returns, Spider-Man, and Batman Begins, he said no. Hartnett feared he would get typecast and lose the freedom he cherished. Years later, he confessed that those decisions ultimately hurt his career, as his refusal to embrace iconic roles left a void in his resume. Number 9. Jude Law. When director Bryan Singer was considering Jude Law for the role of Superman in Superman Returns, Law had an unexpected reason for turning it down. Not only did he feel uneasy about the superhero role, but he also thought that as a British actor, he wouldn't be able to authentically portray the all-American hero. After trying on the suit, he realized that he couldn't bring himself to be the face of Superman, so he backed out. Number 8. Michelle Pfeiffer. What would you do if you had a shot at starring in a legendary movie, but turned it down because of fear? Michelle Pfeiffer, the iconic actress behind roles like Scarface and Batman Returns, turned down the iconic role of Clara Starling in Silence of the Lambs. Why? Because the subject matter terrified her. When the script landed in her hands, Pfeiffer was so unsettled by the violence and darkness of the film that she simply couldn't bring herself to take on the role. Number 7. Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson's refusal to take on the role of Precious in the film of the same name might seem baffling given that the role went on to define the actress' career. At first, Hudson turned it down due to concerns about gaining weight for the role, but later admitted her refusal was actually tied to the content in the script. She was uncomfortable with the direction the character's arc took her, and felt the story was too dark. Number 6. Bette Midler. It's hard to imagine Sister Act without Whoopi Goldberg, but it was originally offered to Bette Midler. Midler turned it down because she couldn't see herself playing a nun, perhaps fearing her fans wouldn't appreciate the change in image. But the twist? The character wasn't actually a nun. She was a singer pretending to be one. Number 5. Brad Pitt. What happens when a star refuses a role because of personal concerns? Brad Pitt's decision to turn down the role of the villainous slave owner Edwin Epps in 12 Years a Slave was based on the fear of how his children would react. As one of the film's producers, Pitt could have played the role, but instead opted for a smaller, more palatable cameo. His refusal to play a central, morally complicated character led him to miss out on a chance to delve into a challenging and historically important role. Number 4. Mark Wahlberg. Imagine turning down a groundbreaking film because it made you feel uncomfortable. Mark Wahlberg's refusal to play Jack Twist in Brokeback Mountain remains one of the most discussed career missteps in Hollywood. He admitted that he was uncomfortable with the film's themes and didn't want to take on the role due to its exploration of homosexuality. This was in stark contrast to his co-stars Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, who took on the roles with confidence, with Gyllenhaal even receiving an Oscar nomination. Number 3. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's planned role in Reagan, a dark comedy about Ronald Reagan suffering from Alzheimer's, quickly went from a creative project to a public relations nightmare. The backlash was swift and intense, with critics and even the Reagan family expressing outrage over the film's portrayal of the former president's deteriorating mental health. Number 2. John Lithgow. John Lithgow's refusal to star in The Fly is another example of a missed opportunity. Lithgow, who had no qualms about playing creepy or monstrous characters, couldn't bring himself to take on the grotesque role of Seth Brundle, the scientist-turned-fly. Lithgow felt the script was icky and didn't want to portray such an unsettling transformation. Number 1. Chris Evans. Chris Evans almost said no to Captain America, one of the most iconic roles in modern cinema. At first, Evans turned down the role due to fear of being pigeonholed as a superhero for the rest of his career. But after some soul-searching, Evans decided to take the role, and it changed his life. What do you think? Did these actors make the right choice, or did fear hold them back from their big moment? Share your views in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.